touching my face, I will not be able to touch my face because the pains too, it will be as if pins are piercing my face. It was as if this part of my body was going down. I wasn't feeling it. Sometimes the painkillers will not even be effective. I was just outside the realm. I was in another realm. So while I was there, the sword that was on my face, I saw a hand. I was just seeing the hand. I wasn't feeling anything, nothing. I just know that something was happening there. At that point, the joy in me, I could not hold it. I was so happy because I know that dream wasn't just a dream. It was a reality, something that happened. They just played out as if it was a dream.
Truly, since that day till today, I've not experienced no symptom. I'm free.
Like a dream of the night, that day we're discharged.
My name is Esther Waihina. By the grace of God, I'm a mother of 3. I'm into catering and decoration. The pain started January 2025 and lasted for 4 months. It was the 5th month that the miracle happened. So while I started feeling the pain, I was thinking maybe I slept one side all through the night. That was why. But the pain continued. When after a while, I said, okay, let me take painkillers. I bought painkillers. I took, it will go, before you know it will come back. Sometimes the painkillers will not even be effective. When I wake up in the morning, I will not wash my face. I will not, touching my face, I will not be able to touch my face because the pains too, it will be as if pins are piercing my face. It will be as if there are pins piercing my face. I'll just, when I wake up in the morning, I'll look at myself in the mirror. I'll say, okay, I'm good to go. I'll just quickly go for school runs. Because if I should try it, I don't know what will happen because the pains is so serious, so severe. It wasn't a sore. I don't know what to call it because when I started feeling the pain, I'm this kind of person that I hate drugs. I hate anything medication. I don't like it. So when I started feeling the pain, I didn't even tell my husband. Because if I tell him, he will tell me, go to the hospital. He will tell me, go to the hospital. So I know if I tell him, the fear, maybe one day he will just jack me like this and let's go to the hospital. So I didn't tell him. I was just dealing with the pains. I would take painkillers. It wasn't working. It was not working. So I was scared. If I go to the hospital now, normally doctors, they will look for a name to call. They will definitely give it a name because it's not something that is outside. The pain is inside, not outside. Normally, if the pain comes in the morning, maybe late before 12, 1, 2, the pain will subside. But that very day, it was so severe. All through the day, I was feeling this pain. At a point, I was scared because it was just one part of my face. So I was like, what if this thing is affecting from my face? Maybe it will go down to my hand, to my leg. So that very day, I just stood in the mirror. I was looking at myself. I said, I don't know what this will result to. That was that evening, when I was about taking my bath, I took the water that our Father in the Lord gave to my husband. I mixed with my bathing water. While I was bathing, I was just praying. I said, I don't want to know the name of this thing, and I'm not ready to go to the hospital. So that was when I was just praying. I said, God, whatsoever that is not of you, that is finding space in my heart, in my life, I want you to make my body uncomfortable for them. And whatsoever that cannot reside in the body of our Father in the Lord cannot reside in me. That was when I was praying. After the prayers, that was when I slept and I had the dream. In that dream, we're in the hospital. By the grace of God, I have this foundation that I'm working on. So in that dream, we paid for surgery for some persons. So during the surgery, they were performing the surgery on somebody. So we were just outside waiting. So while we were waiting, the doctor just came out and announced the successful surgery. We were happy. I saw our father in the house, Pastor Israel Olajumoke. He was so angry. I was like, why is this man angry? While I tried approaching him, they called that we should come and sign for the next person that was to go in for the surgery. So I was unable to meet him. Immediately after signing, I was just outside the realm. I was in another realm. So while I was there, the sword that was on my face, I saw a hand. I was just seeing the hand. I wasn't feeling any pain, nothing. I just know that something was happening there. So it was this gradual feeling. It was just filling up. This is a sore that was very deep inside. It was filling up gradually. Immediately after filling, I returned back to where every other person were. And it was the person that noticed the sore on my face. He was the first person to notice that the sore was no longer there. Immediately he saw me, he shouted, "Me could not see the sore no dey her face again." That was when every other person noticed that the sore that was on my face wasn't there. And after that dream, I woke up in the morning. The first thing I went straight to the room. I checked my face. Initially, if I wake up in the morning, I would not be able to touch it. Washing my face in the morning was a big problem. That morning, I touched my face. I wasn't feeling any pain. I went inside the restroom. I washed my face with cold water. From that day till now, I have not felt that pain. That morning when I woke up, the pain was not there. I wasn't feeling anything. I stood by the mirror. I touched. If I wake up, just even touching this part will affect this part of my face. But that morning, I washed my face very well. I was so serious with it. It was as if I wasn't feeling anything. And in that dream, it was as if it's a reality. When I woke up, everything was fresh. It was as if I saw the thing happen live. It was that morning after washing my face and everything, that was when I sat my husband down. I told him, this is what I've been dealing with. This is what happened. I didn't tell him because my husband is this kind of person. If you tell him I'm feeling headache, he'll tell you go to the hospital. And me, I hate anything, drugs, anything medication. I don't like it. So most times when I have any health, maybe I'm feeling somehow, I'll just try and deal with it because I don't like medication, be it drugs, injection or anything. And most times when you go to the hospital, there is always a name to call. There is always a name. They will give it a name. So I don't want that. I don't have strength for those dramas. That moment, I don't know. This mixed feeling was there. I was okay. After washing my face, I went for school runs. After school runs, I still entered the restroom. I washed my face again. Nothing, I wasn't feeling it. At that point, the joy in me, I could not hold it. I was so happy because I know that dream wasn't just a dream. It was a reality, something that happened. But it just played out as if it was a dream. It has really changed my life. Because right from, I started Winners 2015. So I have had experience, so many experiences that makes me to still remain there. But this particular one, it gives me this confidence that there is something here. Because if I didn't have that experience, I don't know what, maybe by now, I don't know what my face would have turned to. I don't know, it may be because that very day I was just thinking about this part of my body. It was as if this part of my body was gone. I wasn't feeling it. So that's why I had to take that move. Because I know going to the hospital, it's another drama on its own. So I said, that I know that it will work for me instantly. Let me go with it. I feel blessed. I feel privileged because it's a privilege for me to encounter God. I feel privileged. I feel blessed. It has really changed my life. It has changed my belief. It has taught me that God is still in the business of doing miracles. He still heals, delivers, grants our heart desires. Because I was really desiring the healing hands of God. That was my desire. While I was praying that night, I was praying, God, I just need you to heal me. So it makes me believe more that God is too faithful to fail. God is a God of times and seasons. What we want now might not be what He wants for us. Because there are things that happen that we'll think it's a time to give up. No, we should hold on to Him. Our timing is not His timing. Once He knows that He is your priority, He will prioritize you. When God knows that you are holding on to Him, He will definitely step into your situation. You should just hold on to God.